Ladies and gentlemen, GMT leader PDG Evan Gillette and yours truly, First Vice District Governor Jeremy Bear, proudly present to you the first membership Zoom session. Our panel members come from a variety of clubs and a variety of Lions positions in a variety of regions, ensuring that many clubs come to the table. In fact, added to the 24 clubs in last year's leadership series, this second year brings in 13 additional club representatives. Each guest will have up to 5 minutes to discuss their view of membership. We're going to start in Region 3 with a member of the Newmarket District Lions Club, who is also their Leo chair. Please welcome Lion Ashley, and thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you for having me. So good evening to all. My name is Lion Ashley Yox. I am a 2-year board member of the Newmarket District Lions Club. And before becoming a Lion, I was faculty advisor of my middle school's Leo Club. So after becoming familiar with being a faculty advisor of the Leo Club, I really became more interested in the Lions Club and their involvement within the community. And I felt called upon at that time to become a Lion so I could strengthen the bond between the Newmarket District Leo Club or Lions Club and the Newmarket Middle School Leo Club. So this is my 4th year being faculty advisor of the Leo Club, and it's my 2nd year being a Lion. So I'm enjoying being part of both of those clubs. So I've always had a background in community service. It's been a significant part of my life. In my school and college years, I belonged to my church's youth group, and we volunteered throughout our community, helping our church community as well as our local community. I was also a member of the Walkersville High School FFA Club, the Future Teachers of America Club. And in college, I was involved in Pi Lambda Theta at Mount St. Mary's University. And that is an international honor society and professional association in education. All of these groups did have a focus on community service. So that was not a new world for me. So I was very excited when I was given the opportunity to advise our school's Leo Club. For me personally, some causes that are important include literacy, environmental awareness, and just supporting those in our community who are in need. So middle school students, I'm sure any of you that have either raised one or been involved with them know, it's an interesting time in their lives, and they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to find their identity almost. So in terms of working with the Leos, I find it important that middle school students are just aware of the needs of their community and being able to participate in projects that help both their immediate school community as well as their local communities. So we have been participating in a various number of service projects the 4 years that I've been advising. Some of the favorite service projects that we find ourselves coming back to year after year include clothing drives. Our drives support the Frederick Rescue Mission, so it supports our entire county. Pet drives, the kids love the pet drives supporting. We have a local rescue called the Humane Way that we just started actually working with this year to support them in their cause to get these great animals in their forever homes. And in the past, we have even partnered with our local elementary school to help provide some reading support to younger students. And we've also had many other small service opportunities. And the kids really, it's neat to see them come together and embrace being part of a club. And these kids, the youth today, they really do want to help, but it's our second half of our school year. And I find at this point of the year, it's really neat because the kids are really starting to find their leadership skills. Chairpersons that are like right now we have one service project in progress, one in the works, and we have others planned. So for each month, the kids are focusing on a different project. So the clothing drives their focus right now, And as that's going on, they're getting ready for the pet drive. So they're really starting to work together and not need the constant support of Leo Club advisors. There's 3 of us that advise 2 Lions Club members. Well, really, all 3 of us are Lions Club members, but I'm the faculty advisor. And it's just really neat to see that spirit of community within the club and them reaching out into the community. You can really see the pride and joy that the youth get from being part of helping others. So it's really a nice opportunity to be part of their community service progress and development. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Lion Ashley. We're going to head over to Region 4 in Carroll County with one of our newer members. At 20 years old, Lion Andrew is the newest member of Greater Carroll Lions Club, here to talk about balancing college and Lions Club. Please welcome Lion Andrew on his last night before he goes back to College Park.
Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew. I'm a 20-year-old and member of the Greater Carroll Lions. I joined last fall upon the invitation of my friend and fellow Lion Zachary. He's also my age, and his father Ryan is the current president. And before I spoke to Zachary, I was not very familiar with the Lions Club. I also did not know, what his goals and purposes were. But Zachary emphasized that this was a service organization that does good for the community, and he eventually convinced me to join. So I think it is important for members of a society to serve the society, and this is especially true, I believe, for people my age who are just beginning their careers. We have a lot of potential to do good for those around us, and I think building this habit of service early in our lives, creates in us a stronger sense of duty to our community. And so I used to participate in some of the annual Gettysburg Civil War reenactments for community service. There, I helped out with maintaining the grounds, primarily collecting and disposing of accumulated trash. It was rather labor intensive and hot during the midsummer months, but at the end of the events, I would always feel this sense of fulfillment. I helped make the experience richer and more memorable for visitors witnessing an important piece of American history. When I joined the Lions Club, I became aware of some of the causes that the Lions Club supports. Although I do not have much experience with them, I'm interested in learning more about them, in particular the Feed the Hunger initiative, as well as my club support for local organizations such as the Westminster Fire Department and the Westminster Veterans of Foreign Wars Post. I think hunger is an awful thing for any person to have to experience as part of their life, and I agree with the Lions Club statement that community improvement depends on the thriving of its members. Lions serve to improve human flourishing, and hunger is an infliction that harms many in our local communities. I was particularly touched to learn that my club collects non-perishable foodstuffs at the end of each meal. I want to be more involved with these events that the Lions Club organizes and the causes that it supports. This has been a balance with academics, as I'm in school for most of the year. So to stay involved, I read the monthly newsletter to be updated on club activities. I also keep in contact with Lion Jeremy and Zachary over the phone, and I attend meetings when I'm back in town. I also plan on helping Lion Ryan and Zachary with their next 5K walk in Westminster, which means that there will be some long distance networking. And as well as a walk for the Memorial Day Parade that another Lion interests us in, and maybe stop in and see our multi-club golf tournament where I can volunteer a couple hours. I'm also very interested in stepping up to leadership positions, and I'm currently slated to be the second vice president next year. But given my schedule, I am unfortunately limited in what I can do as a student for now. And I just want to say that there are a lot of young adults my age out there who would be willing to join the Lions Club, since I believe people inherently want to do good. I feel like youth would be more willing to get involved if they have the right group to bring them in. In my case, it was a friend from high school who got me interested and involved. And at the current moment, I have someone else I know from high school that I think would be interested in joining. He was an Eagle Scout, and I'll be talking with him more this summer. So I'm looking forward to what the future will bring to the Lions Club. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Lion Andrew. We're going to head over to Region 3 again in Frederick County, and a representative from the Glade Valley Lions Club, their current president, Lion Martin. Take it away.
It's Marty Potash. I'm president of Glade Valley Lions Club. And I've been a member for, I guess, 5 or 6 years. I don't even remember exactly when I started. What I'm going to be discussing now is actually going to be making plan for youth involvement, and hearing Andrew speak just it gives me more incentive to work towards that, because it's excellent to have good people like him involved in the Lion community. As many of us know, Lions in general are my generation. Notice I didn't use the word old, but because we all work hard, we're young at heart. I was an educator for my career. I was an English teacher in high schools for 26 years, an assistant principal for a year, and a county English supervisor for about 11 years. So I've got a lot of experience working with kids, so that when I became a member of the Lions, I decided I wanted to work with the Leos. And there was an opening for Leo Club in middle school, which was a new club. And I thought, okay, this is going to be fun. The high school, I knew had a Leo club that was enormous. And right now it is still huge. There are about 70 Leos involved in the high school club this year. And that's after graduating about 40 students from the Leo club last year. So that I found to be pretty impressive for them. The kids like doing it. They're encouraged. Many of those kids actually started in the middle school. Our middle school group this year is actually pretty small. We have 15 members, and these kids are almost all new and young, and they are learning the ropes. They're still learning basics of how to run a meeting. So Ashley, I'm hoping to learn from your presentation of what we can do for those kids. To making a plan for youth involvement is the topic that I'm working with. Basically, we want the kids to learn what community awareness is in middle school. In high school, those kids have learned it, and they're working towards many, many different projects. The high school kids volunteer at the soup kitchen regularly. There are actually lots of kids who go into Frederick to work with the soup kitchen. They volunteer with the Lions at the Walkersville Carnival, helping out the fire department with their French fry stand. They clean up areas of the community. They provide thank yous to school staff, and the middle school does that as well. In fact, the middle school is right now putting together little cards to say thank you to the teachers for Valentine's Day. So they're going to have treats to give out to the teachers just to show appreciation. I bought more than enough treats for all of the staff, the entire staff in the school, with the purpose that they're going to be sending some of those over to the elementary school for the administrators, for the guidance counselors, just to let them know that they're here. And those kids in the 3 elementary schools that feed into our middle school are going to see this Leo club in their building and the good things that they do and the fun that they have together. The kids participate in contests, they share prizes, they do ceremonies. And our Lions Club, in order to get those kids involved even more, give away prizes, of course. But we also, when we give away the prizes, make sure that we have a meal at those events. So the kids have pizza or hot dogs or some chicken one time, but whatever it was, we want the kids to feel honored to be there along with their parents. And we encourage the parents to participate. We even got one of the parents to join the Lions Club. So that was excellent. That's our big push right now. The other thing is something that you may have seen in the Lions website. If you've looked at it, it's called the Leo Lion Program. Students know, especially in the high school Leos, about the great things that they can have there, 50% off on the dues, on the international dues, which is great. Credit for years of service when they come in, the number of years that they were a Leo, they get credit for. So all of these things are excellent for the kids, and we're going to be pushing them to join us, have fun.
Thanks again for joining us. We're going to go to the northern part of Frederick County, to the youngest member of the Emmitsburg Lions Club, getting ready to celebrate a big milestone charter. Lion Jared, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. The youngest member of the Emmitsburg Lions Club at 28 years old. I currently serve as the club's membership chairperson. And the way I got involved with the club was, there were multiple ways. Started out from being bored on a Saturday morning when they would have their barbecue chicken sales. I lived 100 yards away from where they were selling them, so I'd just go up there and help out. Two of the members have known me my whole life, so that helped get me involved a little bit. And the other way I got involved was, we do a community day event, which is at the end of it's the last Saturday in June. And they've been doing that. This next year will be year 40 for that, I think. And we sit there, what we do, we give back to the community. There's a band that's paid for, free games, and then we cap the night off with fireworks. It gives everyone involved entertainment for the day. I used to be a member of the Thurmont Boy Scouts, and one of my favorite service projects that we did was the Big Sweep, where we cleaned up trash along the road. I'm currently trying to work with Mount St. Mary's and get a branch club started there involving all the college kids. We currently have 4 students that are interested in starting the club. They need a 5th just to get it started. They are working with an advisor and myself, along with one of our other members, Lion Mia, trying to get everything up and running. And we hope by the end of 2023, so the start of the next school year, that the club takes off and they can continue to get other friends involved, other youth, everybody involved. And we hope that this will bring together youth and seasoned Lions to generate new skill sets for everyone involved and help the youth network with everybody. It's important for me that the community sees the younger generation helping and that there are still decent people out there. Our club works with a few other entities, which are our local fire department, the Knights of Columbus, the Masonic Lodge, our local VFW, and American Legion for our community day event. And we also work with the Seton Center, which is a bigger organization up here in the north end of the county that sits there and will help anyone who needs it. They will sit there and make sure that no matter what they need, that we can help get it for them.
All right, thanks, Lion Jarrett. We're going to go into Allegheny County to Region 1 now and hear from one of the newer members of the Frostburg Lions Club. Lion Ian, tell us a little bit about Frostburg at this time.
Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. My name is, like Jeremy said, my name is Ian Grosskirth. I'm a proud member of the Frostburg Lions Club, a very new member within the past 6 months. So I'm still in the process of kind of finding my job with the Lions. I joined the Lions Club because I've always been somebody who would like to help others. You know, I grew up as a property of the state, foster care, detention homes, group homes, things like that. I always said I'm always going to give back. Maybe change somebody's life. Life took over, kids and a wife of 20 plus years later. I was just trying to survive this world, but at least this is what I said to, instead of doing what I was supposed to be doing. Then 3 years ago, everything changed. My wife was diagnosed with a super rare cancer and was taken from us from 11 months. So I sold our house and I bought a van and I did some traveling. And after some reflection, I decided to go ahead and put it in God's hands. I said yes to anything that would present itself to me, including the Zoom meeting. Saying yes is how I ended up in Frostburg, and it's how I ended up in the Zion Church. And that's where I met Linda Baker, the Lions Club president. She introduced me to the Lions. Well, bingo first, but then the Lions. I went to a few meetings to see if this is what God wanted, and every time I left the meeting, I felt good, deep in my heart, good. So I said yes, and I'm now looking forward to using this outlet to help many people as possible. I will admit it was strange at first being the young one at 45, as well as being the new one. Unfortunately, I was not the new guy for long, for the Frostburg Lions inducted 3 more members. Fortunately, unlike myself with the new members, the knowledge of modern technology came with them. This will be a game changer in our future growth of our club. Don't get me wrong, it's the people before us who worked hard to build this wonderful club up to what it is today. And it's their love of helping others that made it possible. But being said, it's all about social media these days. We saw a 75% growth in our annual yard sale based on a single ad on the Facebook yard sale page. We are hoping that with more exposure from different social media platforms, it will bring attention to the events that we sponsor or participate throughout the community. We are excited to have new members with the Frostburg State connections. Hopefully this will be an opportunity to build a great relationship with the college. A big goal of the Frostburg Lions Club is member growth. There was great success with our last member push, and with more media presence, hopefully we will continue to grow in the future. Plus, I'm sure I've convinced my girlfriend to join as well. So we are all looking forward to 2023 and what great things we can do for our community. This year, like previous years, we will do what we do best and help serve others. We have many projects in the works this year, along with our normal events such as food drives, hoagie sales, highway cleaning, pet drives, as well as our annual yard sale. We will also be hosting an all-star basketball tournament, and as well as doing the cemetery restoration project. I personally have a project or 2 that I'll be bringing to the table this year. My goal in life is to help as many kids feel safe in what can be an unsafe world. I'm currently in school for human services, and I'm hoping to merge my love of the Lions and my future career to help as many kids as possible. I want to thank you for all of your time, and I'll end by a quote by the Lions founder, Melvin Jones, that I take to heart every day in my day-to-day life. You can't get very far until you start doing something for somebody else. So be strong, fellow Lions. There are a lot of people out there counting on us.
All right. Thank you, Lion Ian. And
Hey there, my name's Wendy and I'm with the Fort County Lions Club. So the favorite 2 charities that we like to give to is the high school scholarships and also the Thanksgiving and Christmas baskets. The favorite 2 things that I like to raise money for is obviously the carnival, which is right here, and also for the golf clubs.